Welcome to Mr. Naquin's editing tutorial using Premiere Pro. Okay, so what you're looking at is the program. All right, so what you see over here is the sequence. Okay, what you'll be using to make your videos. Okay, and then up here is the video sequence that's playing underneath. Okay, so what you see up top is your video, but your edits and cuts are what are underneath. Okay, and so over here is where your video is stored inside of Premiere Pro in what is called a video bin. Okay, so this will be all the video and the pictures that you shot for your video vlogs, and with that you would be able to see them in this screen up here. All right, and you can see the shots that are used. All right, and then you can see what you're going to be doing. All right, so before we get started, I'm going to just show you this video to kind of give you an idea of what I'm expecting from your video vlogs. Okay, they should tell me a story. All right, a beginning, a middle, and an end. All right, they should have definite focus of what's going on. I should not be left thinking that what happened here. They were just people running around and doing nothing. All right, I don't want to see that. I want to see that you can show me, that you can tell me a story visually. All right, a lot of times these stories are sequential. All right, this happened first, this happened second, this happened at the end. Okay, most of yours will be like that, unless you want to try and jump around. For this purpose of this assignment, I would not suggest that. Okay, so try to think about your beginning, your middle, and your end. Okay, it should have some kind of flow. It shouldn't just be sporadic. All right. Also, I want to show you in this video of what not to do. Okay, when I was doing this, I was driving very slow. I was driving in a spot where I knew I could take some video really quick and be able to show you what not to do, because I know some of you would have done this. You would have tried to be behind the wheel driving. I don't want you to do that at all. If you do that, you get to start at a D level, and you can only go down from there. All right, you can be in a car where you're the passenger taking video, but I do not want to see anybody driving while taking video. Okay, so I did that in this exercise to show you what not to do. Okay, so we're going to watch this video real quick, and then you tell me if you can tell me what I did.
Nice job, Veer. You gonna take a break? Oh, buddy. Good stop. Does anybody need a break?
Veer, you all right?
You're all really tired. Every week. I think you all earned a team drink.
And the team mascot.
And a team mascot. All right.
So cute.
All right, so that was my weekend, or at least a little spot of it. All right, so here we go. We're going to start this from scratch. What I'm going to do in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to edit this video. All right, so we're going to start from the beginning. So we're going to close Premiere Pro. All right, let's quit it. Okay, so each of you should have a folder that says TV1 editing. All right, and so from there you should be able to click it open and see here's all your clips. Okay, these are your video clips, these are your pictures. All right, see, there's a picture there. These are the video clips that you shot for your video vlogs that you're going to put together. All right, so that's where you're going to save a lot of stuff that you're using for this project. All right, so you see this save projects. All right, you should have one in your TV1 editing example. If you don't, you want to create one right now. You want to call it save projects. Okay, so we're going to close that down. All right, so then we're going to open Premiere Pro. So click Adobe Premiere Pro. Sometimes it takes a while to open depending on how much video you might have on your system. All right, so we're going to open this. We're going to call it, we're going to click on New Project. So before you even name it, I want you to go Browse. Okay, click Browse, and that's Saved Projects folder. This is where I want you to save this project. So highlight that and hit Choose. Okay, then you can rename it. All right, for the sake of this, we're going to call this Editing Tutorial. I'm going to click OK. All right, this is going to come up. We're just going to click OK. Don't worry about that. All right, so this is your blank canvas, the very infancy of your project. Okay, you should see everything here. This is where we're going to put our videos from the vlogs and our pictures. So we're going to import media to start. Okay, so we're going to double click in the area, right? And then we're going to find our TV1 editing example folder. It might be on our desktop or somewhere else. Bring all of the images in. All right, all the movies, all the videos, all the images. All right, we're going to click import. Okay, these importing files sometimes takes time. This system will teach you to be patient. It will often do the wheel of death, right? And sometimes you have to be very patient. All right, it will freeze up your computer a lot because this has a lot going on. Okay, so I don't want you to overload your computers with a lot of video. Okay, so once we have that in there, let's just click on an image right here. All right, so it says this is video. This is our video clips right here. So this is one of the video clips you can see that we use from the piece. All right, and you can kind of see we use several pieces of this video in the video that you saw earlier, right? But it's all in one straight clip. All right, we'll be able to cut this clip up and show it in many different angles later. All right, so what I want you to do first off, before anything, I want you to make sure that your name is in order. All right, you want to send the name because usually it saves the name by the time you shot it. Right, so if I shot this first, I shot that second, I shot that third, that's how you want it to go. So your name should be like that. Or if it can tell you what time of day you shot it, you would do that. All right, so we're going to get started with showing you how to create a clip. Right click here, and we're going to go to icon. So then we can see our clips. All right, we can see the clips that are in our video. And a good thing with Premiere Pro is that it allows you to look at the video clips within the icon. So you can see what you shot in the clip itself. All right, and let's go to this clip. All right, for the sake of purpose, we have this clip, okay? And it shows, again, this is how I want you to shoot in the rule of thirds. All right, we talked about this in class. All right, you see how it makes your videos sing more. All right, it makes them much more professional looking. The more you can shoot with the rule of thirds, please do so. Okay, so anytime you can get a shot like this, I want you to use it. All right, you should have at least 2 in your video vlogs. Okay, 2 examples at least. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. All right, so I can show you here how to first mark in the clip. So you're going to mark in the clip, clicking this piece here. You can also mark in the clip by hitting the letter I, right? It says right there. So I just click the letter I. Boom, there it is. Okay, then I want to mark it out. Okay, I can either click this mark out point, or I can go to my keyboard and click O. All right, in and out, I and O. Okay, so now I would drag this clip down to my sequence. Okay, this is how you get started in the sequence. Okay, everything here that plays in the sequence is going to play in this box here. All right, so you'll see that the two points are always going to coincide with each other. Okay, so once you get some more video and you put it over on this side, it's going to be able to even more. It's going to be able to go even farther. All right, so now that you know how to put it into the sequence, you want to put the video into the sequence. All right, I'm going to delete this clip from the sequence. Okay, and we're going to get started with our editing trial. All right, so we first want to start by starting the car. Okay, so let's get the keys in the car. All right, and we're going to take our video. All right, we want to start it sort of where my hand is reaching for the key. So you want movement in your shot. The most movement you can get in your shot, the better. All right, so if you want to hit the end point right there where the hand is coming in to turn on the car. All right, then we got the shot that the car is now on. All right, and if you want to start your video like this, you can. You know, it shows that there's movement. It shows that there's something going on. All right, if this comes up when you try to put the video into your sequence, you just want to keep existing settings. You'll be fine. Just keep those existing settings. Take the video, now you have new video in your sequence. Okay, that's how we started. We started the car. Okay, now we're going to show that we're driving to the game. All right, this was this long clip here. All right, we could show that. We're going to start from here where we want to start our shot that we're doing something else. Okay, so we went from this tight shot, right? So this is how I want you to shoot. I want to see those tight, medium, and wide shots. That'll help you to get from place to place. All right, so now we can go from here. We'll set our endpoint. All right, and then we want to just kind of go, see the movement there to the car stereo. All right, so we're going to take that out point, and then we're going to pull it down to our sequence here. So now we have our two sequence back to back. Okay, and if we see that, okay, it's a little too long, that we kind of were on the car stereo too long, we can use this bottom of our sequence. Okay, it can expand and contract the sequence. Okay, so that's how we would do that. This is show you just this first 6 seconds compared to the first 48 seconds, and then if you brought it in closer, it'll just show you those first few seconds. You can really do editing. You can edit very closely with this. All right, and then you're going to take your sequence. Sometimes if it's too long, you can do this and you can edit here. You can edit on the timeline. All right, you can pull back the video, right? Got the arrow coming back, pull it back. Same thing with your audio, you can pull it back. Okay, another thing with your audio that I want to show you is that you can pull down the audio track. You want to pull down the first audio track. All right, you want to do so to where you see this little line in the audio track. That's our audio level. All right, we can pull it down, we can bring it up to make it louder, pull it down to make it quieter. We want to bring this down a little bit for right now, just so it's not so distracting. Okay, so then we're going to expand our video some more so then we can see the rest of our sequence there. All right, so here we're going to go to the end of the clip so we can then put our next video clip in. All right, so for this one, we're just going to use the same clip, but we're going to pick a different time in this clip. All right, so let's see if we can get a better shot, where we get a more stable shot. All right, So let's start, yeah, right about there so we can see more of the street. All right, so we're going to hit our in mark in, or click in. Depends on what you like to do. If you're more of a mouse person versus someone who uses the keyboard commands. So you're going to take that and move it over. All right. It's about right here. That's good. You're going to hit out. All right, then we're going to take that clip again, put it down. See how it transitions. We can have a close-up, and now we have a driving shot. We had a close-up, now we have a driving shot. All right, same kind of thing we did before. All right, and I think we're going to do it again. All right, we're going to get another close-up of this blinker. Let's use this blinker shot. All right, we marked it in, we marked it out. I'm going to bring it down into the sequence. All right, and again, we can mess with the levels of our audio. So now we want to show our video clip that shows us turning the steering wheel. All right, so let's go to the video labeled IMG 0288. All right, and we're going to go to the end of that clip, and we're going to show just the steering wheel turning from left to right, kind of showing us where our blinker told us that we were going to go. All right, and we don't really need that much. We just really need the turn. All right, so good right there. Don't need a lot of it, just to show that we're now turning. Okay, so you mark in, mark out, and then bring it down into the timeline like that. All right, so now I figured out that I need to put something in the middle of this clip, these two clips. All right, so I would go down to the bottom and show, zoom all the way in. All right, then I want to put my cursor right in between those two clips. Okay, and so when you have your cursor in between those two clips and you say, okay, I want to show something different in between this clip and this clip. Okay, all right, for right now we're going to get that same image, or the same video, IMG 0288. All right, and let's get this spot where I have a close-up of the Nissan emblem. All right, so I'm going to let that play for a little bit. All right, I want to stop the video before it moves away. All right, sort of so where it's still in focus. All right, it's very key. Remember, to this class, everything's got to be in focus. So with your video, I want to see the video in focus most of the time, or getting to focus. All right, you can really, if you're getting to focus, that's fine, but get me there. It should be in focus for the majority of the shot. All right, so I'm going to hit my in cue, my out cue while this is still in focus. All right, and I'm going to use this here. It's called insert. Okay, it's the insert key where you can insert in between the two clips. All right, so bam, just did that. And now you will see that the Nissan emblem shot is in between those two shots perfectly. So I put it in this area, right? There it is. And so I would insert it right in between these two shots. All right, let's say I did that and I didn't like it. Okay, so I'm just going to delete that. All right, so you're left with this hole. All right, you can right click and hit ripple delete, and it'll just snap those two right back into place. Okay, but something you can do here that you couldn't do in iMovie is that you can edit two different things at two different times on the same timeline with a space in between. Okay, so if you knew that you had your end, you could do your end, then you could do it on the timeline at the end of the timeline, right? If you had your middle that you wanted to just edit, you could edit your middle together in the timeline, or if you just wanted to edit the beginning, you could edit the beginning at the same time. All right, so that's one way that Premiere Pro is more user-friendly. All right, so now we're going to go to our next clip, okay? So let's snap these back into place. All right. Then we're going to go to the turn. Now we want to go, let's just say, after the turn, we're going to find our shot where we go up the hill. All right, the next piece of video we're going to find is the video named Image 0289. Okay, and so now we want to get to where we go over the hill. All right, to just kind of show we're going over a hill, I'm going to kind of reveal something in a second. So this is where I want you to put your endpoint. Remember, you can push the I button or you can mark it here, whatever one you want to do. So you're going to put the endpoint over the hill to where you're kind of coming down the hill. Okay? So then we're going to put our out point, and we're going to put that at the end of this. Okay? So we're going to put that at the end of our sequence. So we're going to go there so we can kind of reveal that we're going over a hill. Okay? Then we're going to have our long shot that I want to kind of just get to the point. All right? We want to get to the point that we're now somewhere that people are. Okay? So now I'm in a place where there's people. So I'm going to get right to the spot and mark in here. All right? To show the people, revealing all the people. All right. And then I want to put my out point here. Okay. So there's my out point. And I want to throw it into the sequence here. Let's go to the video labeled img303.mov. Okay, let's get a spot where they're shaking hands or they're giving high fives, right? The kids are high fiving the coaches. We're going to go to the beginning of this time code here, and we're going to play it. Okay, we're going to show that handshake. Okay, because remember we're going forward. We're going to pull this clip and we're going to pull it to the end of our sequence. Okay, so we're just going to edit over there for right now. Okay, so there we are. There's our clip of the kids high-fiving the coach. All right, so I want you to double-click on the video part of that clip. Okay, so double-click on that, and you should see the video come up over here in this screen. All right, so here I want you to go into the effects control portion of the video. All right, and then you got these points here. It says you got these points that say position and scale. All right, so I want you to go to the beginning of the clip. All right, to mess with our positions, because you see these black lines around here. We don't want that. We don't want to see that. Okay, so we're going to go to the scale of the shot, and we're going to make the scale larger. Okay, we're going to just click on it. We can go left and right with it, and it'll make it larger or smaller. Okay, so this way you can just make the video as big as you need it. Alright, for this video it needs to be at 297. Alright, but I just don't want to see any black around the shot. Okay, looks like it's all gone. Alright, so that will set the scale, and so from now on that video in the sequence it will play on that scale. Okay, alright, and remember we can go left and right with this. We can pull it out for however long we want to on the sequence. Okay, same thing with the audio. We can pull it out or bring it back in. So there's our shot. Right, now it's changed. You see that we lose a little quality when we pull it forward, right? So the less video you can have that you have to move forward and back, the quality is compromised, but later on that will be an issue that we will be able to scrub out, okay, with the video and with this editing system to make it better. That'll be in the rendering process. Okay, but now we're going to move on to our one picture. Okay, so now we want to put this picture in the shot or in the sequence. Okay, so let's bring the picture down to the sequence, and that's probably a long time to have a picture up like that. Okay, so we're going to take the picture in the sequence and we're going to snap it back. We're just going to snap it back however we kind of long we feel like it can be. Okay, so this is what you want to do with pictures and movement. How do you make your pictures have movement? So we're going to do the same thing we did with our shot before, this shot, our moving shot. All right, same thing we did with that, with our picture. So we're going to double click on the picture. And we're going to go to Effects Control. And at the beginning of our shot, all right, so we don't want to see any black at all. We don't want to see any black at all. All right, so we're going to take our scale. We got to go to the beginning of our clip. Remember, because if we go to here in our clip, if we make it bigger, all right, it's going to could create a point, all right? So then your movement would start at a different spot, all right? So you don't want to do that. You want to get it at the beginning of the clip. All right, so let's, for this one, get all the black out. Let's go to 59. Okay. All right, and also look at this shot. So let's have the coach's hand and the kid's hand kind of get a little better in the shot. All right? So this way, position, you can go left and right with it. We don't want to go left and right. We want to go up and down. So we'll use this position, the right position, to go up and down. Okay? All right, so we're going to get the black out of the top. Right now, our coach and our kid, you can tell they're about to shake hands. Okay? So then, what we do is we click our position keys and our scale key, all right, to make sure that they were both on blue, right? You want them both blue. That means you're making key points, and these are key points here. These two tabs are how you set those key points. Okay? So for this one, we want to make the motion. So we're going to go to the end of the shot to show the editing system what motion we want. All right, so then we would take our scale and we make our scale bigger, right? Because we kind of want to zoom in. Okay, so we might not zoom in that much, but okay, here we go. Zoom into about 70, 70.1, okay? And the same thing happens again. You know, our coach's hand and the kid's hand kind of gets out of the frame of the shot. All right, and again, we'll use the up and down, all right, to show and get our shot in the middle, more toward the middle of the shot. Be the focus of what we're doing. All right, so then we have our key points at the end, and we have our key points at the beginning. So let's show you what happens now when we play this image. Just adds more dramatic fashion to your video, right? It makes things better, okay? Makes them a little better, right? Okay, so that's how you would move a picture of your vlogs, right? So if you throw a picture in the sequence and it has this black background, right? This is how this would be some way that you would be able to do it. You go to Effects Control. In your sequence, you'd have to click on the clip and in the sequence, go to Effects Control, and then that's how you were able to get to this video effects. Okay, there's a lot of things going on in this video effects. All right, that's position, scale, rotation. I'll show you in a little bit. Anchor point. All right, and then the opacity. You can even make the clip, you can see through the clip. Next, I'm going to show you how to rotate a video. So say, oh, I shot a video and it was the wrong way. It was up when it should have been down or sideways. Okay, so that's what I did with this dog picture or this dog video. That's what I did with this dog video. So I'm going to mark my endpoint here. All right. Get the dog playing. And then I want to mark my out point. Then I'm going to drag that down to the sequence. Okay. So we can kind of get away from this part of the sequence. Kind of move that to the side while we're doing this. Okay. So then we'll just double click on our video clip again. All right. We're going to go to Effects Control. And this time we're going to use rotation. Okay, so we want to see how we're rotating the clip. We want to put this cursor over the video file. All right, so rotation. Then we're going to go to our rotation spot, and we're going to see how much we have to rotate it. For this one, it's a 90-degree rotation, you can tell. Okay? Then you have the 90-degree rotation, and then you have to scale the video. Right? So you want to scale the video to where it should be. Right? Oh, and you see what happens. There was motion in the scaling. All right? Because I didn't put my point at the beginning, it rotated from what it looked like before to what it looked like when we hit our key point. So we want to move our key point to the beginning. That's something you'll find out you might do when you're editing. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to edit the audio to really help your stories pop. If you don't want to use music, it can kind of help your stories sing and tell something else. All right, so for this one, since we know we got a lot of audio from this clip, it's really jarring sometimes when you have music playing that you jump from audio to audio. So if you listen to this, you can kind of tell how it jumps to audio, and it's kind of jarring. Okay, so listen.
If you want a college man at the sample, we dropping this one for you.
All right, so what we want to do is we want to take just one of these audio clips. All right, so it's not so jarring. Now let's take one of these. Let's delete the other ones. Okay, and let's see if we can get one of these audio clips to be all of it. All right, so yeah, we can go right and we can go left and go all the way with this audio clip. Now they don't match to this video. They weren't matching to these videos. But we can cheat the video and use it in any shot we want. All right, so the audio, we can cheat the sound and use in any shot. So we're going to play it through and see how much better it is when you have all of the audio the same and it's not jumping. All right, in that audio, you could tell there was a bunch that was not good, right? It had those clips in it. It sounded bad. It sounded like something was hitting the microphone, right? So that wasn't great audio. We want to kind of stay away from that audio. All right, so let's see if we can use this video clip and not use that audio that kept clipping. All right, so let's go back to the beginning of this and let's see if we can do it. There you go. So that audio did not have any of those clip sounds or those microphone hitting sounds in it. So we can use that instead of the audio that we did have under these video clips. And that will help out your videos as well to tell the story without it being so jarring. All right, so one thing I want to show you is how to use transitions here in Premiere Pro. So we're going to take the video of the dog, okay, and then we have another video of the kids playing with the dog. All right, that is video IMG 306. All right, it starts with the little boy here, and he's looking down at the dog with his soccer ball. So we're going to mark it in right at the beginning, okay. All right, let's stop it as where he says he's so cute. All right, and we're going to take that clip and we're going to bring it down to our timeline next to this other video of the dog. All right, so I want to add a transition inside of this video. Okay, so I'm going to go to the bin over here to the left, bottom left, and we'll go to effects. Okay, once I'm in effects, it'll show you these little different presets that are in here, and you got your audio effects, audio transitions, video effects, and video transitions. Okay, so video transitions are what you think they are. They're the transitions that you've used before and you've seen before. All right, for this class, most of the transitions are going to be cross dissolve. Okay, so I want you to grab the cross dissolve and then put it in between the two clips. Okay, all right, and because we use the beginning, the very beginning of this clip with the young boy, all right, our transition can only go into this clip. Okay, we couldn't have this clip go into there because we started there. All right, so what we can do is delete that cross dissolve and move this clip over a little bit, right? And then do a ripple delete if we want it, and then we can put our cross dissolve in between the two. Okay, but it's not necessary all the time. You can have this cross dissolve bleed into this side more than your others do. All right, so for this one we want it to be in the middle. So we're going to cross dissolve. You want to see how the one video blends into the next video, and that's what you can use to cross dissolve into your clips. There's multiple other cross dissolves that you can, or not cross dissolves, but transitions that you can use for your video. So all of these video transitions that you see under here in your effects bin, okay, all of these are video transitions that will make your video go from one clip to the other in a very creative way. All right, so you probably used transitions before like this, called cube spin. All right, so you'll see how the video clipped. All right, so it's spun like that. It looks like a cube spinning from one video to the other. All right, so you can use that one if you like, or you could use the other ones that are down here. I would suggest you just kind of play around with all the transitions and see what they do. You can have voiceovers. You can do that if you'd like. All right, your voiceover would just be another video clip that you would have voiced, right? And all you would do was only bring the audio down. So if we only wanted to bring the audio down for a clip, all right, we'd have to go to one of the moving video shots, okay? And we mark in, and then we mark out, okay? So we only want to put our audio down. So you see when we do that, both our audio and our video comes down. We only want the audio. So what we do is we unhighlight the video tracks. See these boxes right here? We'd unhighlight that, all right? And then all we have is our video. All we have is our audio that we would then just drop down to the track right here. We can put there, or we can put it on top of here, whatever one we wanted to do. All right, Command Z is how you get back. Anytime you wanted to redo an edit, you just Command Z and go back. Anytime you want to save this video, you go to File, up top, and just hit Save. All right, and then it's going to save into our folder that we made earlier in our TV1 editing example. It's going to be here in our Save Projects folder. All right, and then here it is, our editing tutorial. So that's where our project would be saved. So anytime you're finishing up for the day or for anything you're doing, that's where you want to save. Now, if your computer shuts down on you, there is some luck. There is a spot where it auto saves for us. So we could open a project. Okay, so this would be a blank canvas. We'd say open a project, and then we go to auto save. Right, so then here's our editing tutorials that were auto saved for us, and we'd likely want the one that has the latest time, 11:15 or so. Okay, and then you'd open it if you wanted to open your last auto saved project, so where all of your edits wouldn't be lost, they would be somewhere. But I would suggest to you that every now and again just hit Command S so you could save your video vlogs. All right, that is your editing tutorial for Premiere Pro. Use this tutorial for your video vlogs. And again, I want to see tight shots, medium shots, wide shots. Okay, I want to see all of those in your video, and I want to see you using the rule of 3, and more importantly than anything, it should be video that is in focus. It should be in focus, and you should know that your exposure is something that is good. Okay, you shouldn't have real dark video. All right, everything should be pretty visual. All right, you shouldn't have very bright video. All right, you should be thinking about exposure and focus. If your video does have some exposure issues, on the next editing tutorial, I'll be able to teach you about how to work on your videos that are overexposed. But that's all for this tutorial, so good luck on your video vlogs. If you have any more questions, come see me.